Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Overdogs franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We are in year number 4 here in control of the Dogs. Last episode was opening day here in year number 4, and we put on a show for all you Overdog faithful, rallying from 4-1 down and then 7-4 down, or 6-4 down to win on opening day in walk-off fashion, 7-6 behind a bases-clearing double in the 9th inning with 2 outs from rookie Raul Estrada, as the 19-year-old made good on 2 of his 3 first plate appearances in his young career to give us the victory. With that win, we stay here at home in the Motor Yard as we are getting ready to take on the Wideloads. Last season was it was an up and down one for the Wideloads. I believe, if I remember correctly, they missed the playoffs. I can actually check here real quick. They did miss the playoffs actually, and they finished at 6-10. They were tied for last place in their division, and actually was the second worst team in our conference. So it was more down than up, you would say. On the mound for them is former Crocodile starter Jerry Capps. The veteran is still here in the league in year number 4. And on the mound for us is Werner Bergenberg, the 4th-year starter, moving up to the number 2 slot in the rotation for the first time in his career. He comes in with Tier 3 elite slider, Tier 2 consistent. Capps comes in with no traits. Here's the lineup for today's game. I'm going to check it, make sure. Yep, okay, I just reset it like a dumbass. All right. Bear with me as I try to figure this out. Rufo, action, we'll put Star in the 3, McFarland the 4, Jones can be 5, that's fine. We'll put Yoshida 6, Crosby 7, and Nutmeg 8 with Bergenberg on the mound. For the Wideloads, leading off at shortstop will be Masha Donga. Batting second, locked in at catcher, is Teresa Ketchum. Batting third is first baseman Peak Physique. Batting fourth, locked in at second base, former nemesis second baseman Javier Haudier. Batting fifth, right fielder Big Country Buck Swiner, former Moose outfielder. Batting sixth, third baseman Henry Hamster, former Grass Eater. Batting seventh, rookie second-year outfielder, I believe, left fielder Nicholas Horton. Batting 8th is center fielder Taylor Turnip, and batting 9th is pitcher Jerry Capps. On the bench for them is former Platypi second baseman Kitty Kaufman, who is now in a bench role. Ella Royds has been relegated to the bench here for today's game because she is tense. Harmony Strauss, the normal catcher at the beginning of the series, is actually the backup now to Ketchum, who is locked in at the current moment. Casper Stern, former Overdog, is on the bench along with Mick Steele. And looking at the rest of the pitching staff for the Wideloads, they still have Chuck Burbany. Slip Vanderwink has been brought over from the Sirloins in free agency. He's the number 3. They also brought in Wyatt Fiducci, who I believe is in his first year. In the bullpen, they still have Holder Close, Molly Pops, and Chiron Throne. They've also added Omar Chambo from the Grass Eaters and second-year reliever Sasha Special, or Special is actually how that is pronounced. I'm going to check this real quick just to make sure that these guys are all rookies and whatnot, because a lot of these names I'm not familiar with, actually. So Wideloads are here at the back end of the alphabet. All right, first up, Nicholas Horton. He is in his second year. He was a freebooter starter last season. He played in 13 games and did not play terribly well. He only slugged .291, had a batting average of .236. He never hit a homer, and he barely got on base at a .300 clip. His OPS was also below .600. Not a great first impression. Freebooters also struggled to make the postseason, I believe. Taylor Turnip, the center fielder, is in his rookie year, so this is going to be his second career game. He's gone 1 for 3 in his short career so far. He's also walked once. Moving into the pitching staff, Wyatt Fiducci is in his rookie season as well. The 20-year-old, he will be making his debut in Game 4 for the Wideloads this year. In the bullpen, Sasha Special is in her second season. She pitched for the Wideloads last year and actually did an all-right job. Gave up 5 unearned runs, but that's a pretty solid year for a rookie pitcher, I would say. And then that's it. Okay, perfect. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we get ready to rock and roll here at the Motor Yard. Here we go. Let's do it again, boys and girls. We put on a show in Game 1, rallying from 2 deficits to win. We were down 4-0 first, rallied back from that, and then we also rallied from 6-4 down to win. So, will it be another back-and-forth exciting game like that, or will it be a more dominant fashion for either team? We'll find out.
Welcome to Motor Yard. Hold on to your hats. Use the handy hat handle.
Also, I figured out why my audio didn't record for the last episode of the Dive Bombers franchise, which was the last episode uploaded here on the channel. That's because my dumbass accidentally unplugged the microphone cord that goes from the mic to my game controller, so none of my audio recorded. A professional at work. Let's get it. Donga went 2 for 4 on opening day, driving in a run for the Wideloads in their victory. She is Tier 1 off-speed hitter active as Bergenberg is facing her. Obviously, his best pitch is his Tier 3 slider. He also has a 4-seamer, cutter, and changeup. As the first pitch heater is turned on by Donga up and in and pulled out of play on the left side. 0-1. Well out of the reach of left fielder Filet Jones. Cutter up and away is chased and fouled back out of play. 0-2. Forcing down and in is pulled up the third base line. Nutmeg backhands. Throw from deep in the hole. In time to get Donga one down. Nice play. Catcher Teresa Ketchum is up next. Locked in with Tier 3 Mind Gamer. Batting .750 on the year with 2 RBIs. First pitch slider down from Bergenberg in there at the knees. That is his best pitch. We'll see that one quite frequently as his accuracy is in the tank right now because of that Mind Gamer being maxed out at Tier 3, which is a -30 accuracy for those curious. Thankfully, it's not a high-pressure situation where it would be more impactful as that heater is down and away at the knees. 0-2, quickly the count to catch him. Change up and in. Checked. Ooh, got the call. It was just inside. She managed to hold back on that check swing. 1-2. Hey, one boy, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. Yes, indeed. Mind Gamer. I agree. Cutter away. Skied out of play as Slowpoke activates a Tier 1 here out of the box for Ketchum. That is a new trait for her. She did not have that in previous seasons. She has had Mind Gamer since the very beginning of the series, though, so that is not new. Cutter down and in, chopped on the ground, a short of jammed her. Star charges in, makes the play to first, 2 down. And that is going to bring up first baseman Pete Bezique. Hitting 1 for 4 on the year. Tier 3 stimulated will only activate in the bottom of the 7th or later in games for Physique, so we won't have to worry about that trait until then, but that'll have a 20% chance of activating at max tier, which is Tier 3. Heater up and away, that is a called strike at the letters, away, 0-1. Cut up and away, just high, 1-1. Change it down and away, fooled and checked it at the knees, strike called down and away, 1-2. Slide it down and in, fouled off by Physique, he stays alive at 1-2. Cut up and in, high, 2-2, great take. Up away. He gone! Chased it high. First punch out for Bergenberg on the air. 1-2-3 inning to start his season. Bottom 1, Rufo, Action, and Star coming up. Nice pitch in Werner. Ray's Rufo going to lead us off. Center fielder 1 for 4 on opening day. Tier 2 high pitch active here against Jerry Capps, the 4th-year vet. Coming over from the Crocodons here. I believe this is his first year with the Wideloads. I didn't bother to check it. But still has all 5 pitches. His 4-seamer, 2-seamer, cutter, slider, and his changeup. No trades here on old Jerry, as in his 4th year he is now 40 years old as he starts the series at age 37. Slider up and away, in there for a strike. 0-1 on the first pitch. Heater up, sent back up the middle. It's a hard hit, grounder into center field, and Rufo will start us off with a single today. Speed on the bases, and here's Elroy Action. Second baseman with Tier 2 fastball hitter and Tier 2 first pitch slayer, both active here. He's got 1 for 4 on the season. Good, really elite level arm behind the plate here for Ketchum, so we are not going to try and run on her. We'll play it our way. First pitch heater just out of the zone away, 1-0. Slider down and in, called a strike, 1-1 from Capps. Change up and away, line hard to second, right at Haudier, 1 down. Carlton Star up next. He's locked in with Tier 2 first pitch slayer. He went 3 for 4 on opening day, driving in a run on a single. First pitch heater well high from Capps, 1-0. That was 97. That was his 4-seamer. Slider down in the way, off the plate, low, 2-0. Cutter away, blasted by Star deep to center field. He got a good piece of it, running out of room at the wall. Turnip leaping, and he brought it back, and the runner's around second. Racing back to first is Rufo. Relay throw in from Donga, gets him by a step, and it is a double play, and that will end the inning as Taylor Turnip, the rookie center fielder, scares the wall and brings back a home run ball, and that is going to end the inning. Great momentum swing for the Wideloads there as we head to the second. You can't even be mad. No, you cannot. That is just a great clutch play from a rookie center fielder trying to earn his spot here in the league. That is masterful, if I dare say. That's just poetry in motion right there. Bergenberg going to face 4, 5, and 6 here in the second. It's Haudier the start. Tier 1 Powers right-hander active for the former Nemesis Slugger. 3 for 5 on opening day. He's locked in. He's also driven in a run. Whiffer trait down to Tier 1 for Haudier. Heater down the way. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. He has added the power of his right-hander trait. Slider down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. Change it down and in. Just low. 2-1. Cut up and away. High. 3-1. Very selective start here to the at-bat for Haudier. Heater down the way, off the corner low, ball 4. First walk for Bergenberg as he wisely pitches around Haudier. And that'll bring up Big Country, Buck Swiner, former Moose outfielder, Tier 1 volatile active. 1 for 5 on opening day for Buck. He had 1 RBI in that contest. Heater away, outside, ball 1. So they have Tier 1 spirited, Tier 1... I gotta see this chemistry build. What the hell is this? Tier 3 competitive, Tier 3 crafty, Tier 1 spirited, disciplined, and scholarly. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pans out. They have as many Tier 1 traits as they do Tier 3 traits. Alright, I mean, if whatever works. Wideloads going a little kooky with their experiment. Let's see if it pans out for them this year. Cutter up and into Buck. Turned on and line deep to right. Yoshida ranges to his right, makes the catch. 1 down. Buck now tense, and that is going to bring up third baseman Henry Hamster, former grass eater. 2 for 5 on opening day with a solo home run, driving in 1 run. Cutter up and in on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Change it down. Chase low. 0-2. Watch him up and away. He gone! Chased it high. Second punch out for Bergenberg. He retires Hamster on 3. And that is going to bring up rookie outfielder Nicholas Horton, the 20-year-old making his sophomore outfielder, my apologies, making his season debut. He was on the bench for Game 1, did not play. He, like Physique, has Tier 3 spirited. Hit about 236 in his rookie campaign, nothing to really write home about. Heater down in the way low, ball 1. I'm assuming he was sitting on the bench in Game 1 because Swiner was in left and Royds was in right, if I had to guess. Royds is tense, so she is missing today's game as the start. So Horton will be in for her as they move Buck to his backup position to right field. Slider up and away is high and outside to Horton. 2-0 count. Heater down, chopped on the ground is short. Carlton charges in, throw to first. That ends the inning. Bergenberg pitches around the leadoff walk. Bottom 2, McFarland, Jones, and Yoshida do up against Jerry Capps. Here's rookie first baseman Mira McFarland, 2 for 4 on the opening day, including a big 2-run homer to tie the game at 4 in the 6th inning. She actually muscled in on an inside slider and pulled it over the right field wall. Slider high and in. That was I believe that slider was actually more down than the one she crushed. Heater up. Ooh, challenge pitch, and she wasn't ready for the heater, as Capps can still surprise you with some sneaky heat as he averages about 97 at max on that fastball. Change it down, over the top of it, grounder up the middle. Haudier bare hands in, throws to first, 1 down. Now to bring up left fielder Filet Jones. 1 for 4 on opening day for the outfielder. Tier 3 Little Hack. Tier 2 Noodle Arm. First pitch in there at the knees. 0-1, and that activates Little Hack. Cutter up and in, and Jones took a mighty hack at it, but he missed it. Skies it into left of center, and Turnip will make the easy catch this time. 2 down. Young outfielder's on fire out there. Now to bring up right fielder Daniel Yoshida, who is tense. 1 for 4 on opening day. He did drive in a run. Heater away. That is a strike. 0-1. I believe Yoshida's was an RBI groundout, if I remember correctly. Cutter down and in. Blooper to right center field. That is going to drop in front of Swiner as he will play the hop. That is a 2-out knock for Yoshida. He's back to neutral mojo. And here's rookie catcher Beckham Crosby. He went 1 for 2, I believe, on opening day. Got his first first Super Mega League hit in his first ever at bat. Slider up, that's a hanger, chopped to second, he missed it. Haudier fields it cleanly to first, and that's going to end the inning. Top 3, though, we are scoreless. Turnip, Capps, and Donga do up against Bergenberg. Here's rookie center fielder Taylor Turnip. 26-year-old robbed a home run in the first inning, turning a double play, and he is now on fire. Comes into this game 1 for 3. He has also walked here on the season, so he's gotten on base 2 out of 4 times. Slider down at the knees. Strike called. 0-1. Either way, turn up, pops it up behind the plate. Will it stay in play for Crosby, though? He's under it, and he will here with the big backstop. One down here for Jerry Capps, the pitcher. First bat of the year for Jerry, who has decent contact for a pitcher. Was he rumping away? Strike called as Bergenberg is now locked in. Cutter down and away. Chopped on the ground to second. Slow roller. Elroy charges. Bare hands to first. 2 down. Back to the top. Here's Donga. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to third at first at bat. Cutter down and away. Strike called outside. That's actually middle away. 0-1. Down and away. Fouled off late by Donga. 0-2. Cutter up and in. Checked high. 1-2. Almost took it. Where's him ripping away? Line up the first base line. McFarland dives just over her glove there. Into the corner it goes as Yoshida cuts it off against the fence. That's going to be a 2-out single for Donga, and that's the first hit today for the Wideloads offense. Inning continues for Ketchum, who's 0 for 1. She has locked in still. Slider down in the way on the first pitch. Check strike at the knees. 0-1. Ridgeberg still locked in. Heater inside off the plate. 1-1. Cutter up and away. Fouled back. 1-2. Change down and in. Chase. Grounder in the hold of second. Action back us up. McFarland flips to her in time, and that's going to end the inning. Bottom 3. Wideloads get their first hit, but they do nothing with it. Bottom 3. Nutmeg, Bergenberg, and Rufo coming up. Here's Kira Nutmeg, third baseman, 1 for 4 today. Scored the winning run on opening day as she scored all the way from first on that double by Estrada to walk it off. Got on with that single there in the 9th inning to extend the game. Changeup taken low on the first pitch. 1-0. Cutter up and in. That is a strike. 1-1. Heater is outside. 2-1. I went cross-eyed at the wrong second there. That heater is in there at the letters. 2-2. Heater up and in, and we chase it. Sky ball to center field. In on it. Turnip. Easy handles for the rookie center fielder. 1 down. Werner Bergenberg up next, locked in for his first at bat of the year. Tier 2 consistent active. Great hitting ratings for a pitcher. Also not that slow out of the box either. Slider change up away, strike called. Heater down and in just low. 1-1. Cutter up and away, line to right center field, and Bergenberg's going to find himself some grass. That is a 1-out single for the pitcher. Third hit today for the Overdogs, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Rufo, who singled in his first plate appearance and was doubled off on the robbed home run. Two-seamer up and away, outside and high. 1-0. Heater away, checked, strike called on the outside corner. 1-1. Down the middle heater, and we're late on it as they're looking high. 1-2. Chased it up and away, fouled back. 1-2. Heater up, chased, hit hard to third. Hamster backhands the second one. Haudier to first, just in time. It's another double play. Second one turned by the Wideloads. Top 4, it's still scoreless. Physique, Haudier, and Swiner due up as both pitchers are dueling here to start. Here's Physique, go for 1 today with a strikeout. Change up and away in the first pitch. That is hit pretty well. Right of center, carrying well. Rufo running out of room at the fence. Leaping, it's out of his reach, and that is a wide load for the Wideloads as Peak Physique puts it in the bush there, right of center. Just to the right of the batter's eye. His first homer of the season, and the Wideloads on the board, 1-0. Elevated changeup, and Physique did not miss it. Audier up next. Walked his first plate appearance. He is locked in. Cutter down and in on the first pitch. Check, strike at the knees. Good pitch there from Werner. 0-1. Heater down and away. Outside. 1-1. Change down and away. Chase low. Chop foul. 1-2. Whiffer activates at tier 1 now for Haudier. Not much of an impact on his locked-in ratings, though. Slider pin in. He gone! Whiffed right through that elite slider. Third punch out for Bergenberg. 1 down. Big Country up next. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Cut up and away in the first pitch. Pulled foul by Swiner. Yoshida gives it a cursory run over, but it's out of play in the seats. 0-1. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 1-1. Forcing me down and away. Low. 2-1. Bergeberg no longer locked in. Slider up and in. Whiff through. 2-2. Forcing me down and in. Late on the swing is Swiner as he hits it into the Wideloads dugout on the ground. 2-2. Cut up and away. Blooper into shallow center field. Rufo racing in. Speed gets there for the second out. Nice job, Rays. And here's Hamster. He's over 1. And he struck out on 3 pitches his first time up as he fouls off the low and ends fastball on his first pitch. 0-1. Slider up and away. Fouled off again. 0-2. Cutter down and away. Line in the hole to short. Star dives and he makes the catch. Nice job, Carlton. Robbing him of a base hit. But a leadoff home run from Peak Physique here on an elevated changeup puts the Wideloads on the board first. 1-0. Bottom 4, Action, Star, and McFarland. Heart of the lineup up for the Dogs. Thank you, Cabra. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It was a wonderful catch there by Carlton. Hopefully your day's been well, buddy. Nice to see you again. Oh, timeout. Got someone to ban here real quick. Sorry for the echo there. I dropped the put the controller down there on the on my glass tabletop there, which is right next to the microphone. Let's do either scam or bot. Yeah. Gotta love these little scam bots. And he's gone. Alright, and we're back. Elroy leading off, grounded out his first at bat. Lined out actually his first at bat to second base. We'll see what he does here against Jerry the second time. Heater on the first pitch outside, trying to tempt him to chase it. Caps locked in after 3 shutout innings to start his day. He's turned 2 double plays. Change it down and away is in there at the knees. 1-1. Change it down, hard hit in the hole to short. Backhanded by Donga. Throw to first. 1 down. No wasted movement there from the shortstop. Here's Carlton. He's 0 for 1 today, but locked in. Flew out his first at bat. Slider from the first pitch. 1 hopper to short. Picked by Donga. Throw to first. 2 down. That'll bring up McFarland, who almost hit a home run her first at bat. Or no, that was Carlton, actually. Carlton hit into a double play. He was robbed of a homer. McFarland crushed one up the middle, but unfortunately she didn't time it properly as it was a grounder, and Haudier made the play. Fastball down and in, low from Caps, 1-0. Cutter up and away outside, 2-0 count to McFarland, looking to turn on one. Cutter down and in, rope to right field, and she does turn on that one with a nice power swing. That is a 2-out single for the rookie. On with 2 down for Filet Jones. 0 for 1, he missed a fastball up his first at bat with Little Hack. And skied it to dead center. First pitch cutter up and in, that is a strike. 0-1. Little Hack activates again for Filet. Cutter down. Oh, and he hits Jerry Caps right in the chest. Filet Jones going to get an infield single out of that. It is 2 on, 2 down. And let's see if Jerry can catch his breath here as Yoshida coming in 1 for 1 with a single, trying to capitalize. That actually got Jerry square in the chin. He is out and down and out for today, as he is pulled after 3 2/3 of locked-in ball, giving up 5 hits. Both runners on base, his responsibility out of the bullpen, making his season debut, 4th-year vet, Kyrone Throne, who is an OG Wideloads bullpen member, Tier 1 composed. Double switching in as well is going to be outfielder Casper Stern, who will take over in right field as Big Country, who's tense, will go to the bench. So the former Overdog Casper Stern now in the game. And Yoshida looking to capitalize. He singled his first at bat off Caps. Now he's got to do it off a Throne, who is a junk baller. Fastball, slider, changeup. Let's see if we can get a run home here. 2 down in the 4th. Can we capitalize on the injury? First pitch slider misses high from Throne, who's being pressed into emergency service. 1-0. Heater up and away. That is a check strike called at the letters away. 1-1. Slider middle in, line by Yoshida into center. That's going to hang up. And Turnip gets there with a backhanded snag as he got there right before it hit the dirt, or hit the grass, and that saves a run. Top 5, it's 1-0. Horton, Turnip, and Stern coming up. I tell you what, man, Taylor Turnip looks like he's going to be a menace in center field this year for the Wideloads. Already looking like a young Super Samson out there. There's Nick Horton. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch cutter up and in from Bergenberg. Hit hard up the middle. Star dives out of his reach, and it's a base hit. Leadoff knock for the sophomore as Horton on to start the 5th. He's 1 for 2 today. Brings up Taylor Turnip. Locked in for the rookie. He's 0 for 1 today. Making great plays with his glove here. Slide down and in on the first one. Hard hit up the middle of the second. Elroy dives off his glove as it gets under it into center field. It's going to be an infield single. Turnip reaches. 2 on, nobody out. And that brings up former Overdog Casper Stern, who double switched in last inning. Tier 1 low pitch, Tier 3 mind gamer, both active. Can he deliver? Bergenberg no longer locked in, and his accuracy once again in the tank. Cutter up and away in the first pitch. That's a strike call, 0-1. Change it up. Check strike. It's quickly 0-2. Forcing him away. He gone! Whiffed right through it. 4th punch out for Bergenberg. 1 down for Donga. 1 for 2 with a single. Forcing him down and away. Low and outside. 1-0. Slide it down and in. Inside. 2-0. Cutter down and away. Check strike. 2-1. Bergenberg found the corner. Just crossed the 60 pitch mark on the day. Heater outside. Chase dribbler to first. McFarland charges. Goes to second. 1. Star back to first. Double play. You love to see it as Bergenberg gets out of it. Bottom 5. It's 1-0. As the Wideloads got 2 leadoff runners on but couldn't capitalize. Bottom 5. It's the bottom of our lineup. Crosby, Nutmeg, and Bergenberg. Beckman Crosby's 0 for 1 today. Hit a dribbler up to second his first at bat. Throne remains in the game. Hang and changeup on the first pitch. Caught me off guard there. 0-1. Slider well inside to Crosby. 1-1. Heater away. Foul back. 1-2. Just missed it. Slider down. Chase dribbler back to Throne. Easy handles for the Chiron. 1 down. Nutmeg up next. She's 0 for 1 today. Flew out her first at bat. Change up away. Strike called. 0-1. Change up away. Same pitch. Same spot. Nice one from Throne. Peyton the Black. 0-2. Slide up and in. Nutmeg protects. Pops it shallow right. And Haudier runs it down. 2 outs. Got to bring up Bergenberg, who singled his first plate appearance. He is locked in 1 for 1 today. Slider hangs on the first pitch, lined over short over the leaping glove of Donga. It is a 2 for 2 day for Bergenberg as he has his second single. Inning continues with 2 down in the 5th for Rufo. Rays 1 for 2 with a single today. Grounded out, grounded into double play last at bat as that heater's up and in high. 1-0. Slider middle in, strike called. 1-1. Change up, that's high. 2-1 count to Rufo. Change up checked high. 3-1 count to Rufo. Good hitters count. Let's see if he gets a pitch to hit. Tier 1 composed activates for Throne for the first time today. Chased it high. God damn it. Slider would have been ball 4. Instead, it's a sky ball to shallow center, and Turnip puts it away. Top 6, we're down 1-0. Ketchum, Physique, and Haudier do up as Bergenberg back out. Facing the heart of the lineup for the 3rd time today. Here's Ketchum, 0 for 2. Alright, hang on, guys. I'm reading some messages real quick. Thank you. Reading some Discord. Anyway, here we go. Catch him up. 1 hit today for Teresa. I believe 1 for 2. Grounder, high hopper to short. Star charges in, fields it cleanly as it didn't catch him off guard. 1 down. Next up, Physique. Solo homer last at bat. He's 1 for 2, and that's so far the only run on the board for either team as he pressed a changeup up right about here and put it in the right of center area there in the bush. Force it down and in. Hard rip to third. Nutmeg fields it cleanly on a hop. Throw to first. 2 down. 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Bergenberg in the 6th. Here's Haudier, 0 for 1 with a walk. Slide it down and in. Inside 1-0. No 3-pitch inning here for Bergenberg. It had to be a strike first of all. Cutter down and away. Just off the corner outside. 2-0. Ripping away. Fouled off on the fastball count. 2-1. Change it down and in. Pulled foul. 2-2. Whipper activates to tier 1. Got him to chase last time. Cut up and in. Oh, that is liftoff heading for the high wall right center. It stays in the park, and Rufo overruns it, actually, as that is going to give Haudier a free double. Just missed the home run by inches as Haudier smacks that high wall in right center, and that gives an RBI chance to Chiron Throne. Will the pitcher stay in, or will they pinch hit? Let's find out. He's staying in. Chiron is going to get the at-bat. There's a changeup at the knees. That is grounded to third, right at nutmeg. Throw across to first, and that ends the inning as we get out of it. Bergenberg through 6 quality innings. Bottom 6, we're down 1-0. Hard to lineup up, though. Action Star and McFarland. Can we come through this time? Here's Elroy. He's 0 for 2. He's yet to hit the ball out of the infield today. Grounded out to short last time up. He's also lined out as that changeup hits the inside corner on the first pitch. 0-1. Heater bounces off the plate. 1-1. Good take from Elroy. Change it down and then pulled to third. Hamster catches it before it hits the dirt. 1 down. And here's Star, 0 for 2, but locked in. Change of hangs on the first pitch, line back up the middle, and that is a knock for Carlton. He's 1 for 3. 1 on, 1 down here for McFarland. Rookie singled last at bat. He's also grounded out. Heater away, outside, 1-0. Change away, ripped hard to right field by McFarland, but she couldn't stay back far enough as it's right at Casper. Easy handles for him, 2 down. That is going to bring up Filet Jones, who singled last at bat. He's 1 for 2 as he hit it off the chest of Jerry Cap, or off the chin of Jerry Caps, knocking him out of the game. Chiron's first pitch heater inside, 1-0. Slider down in the way, off the plate, 2-0. No little hack this at bat. Jones will have to do it the old-fashioned way. 2-0 count. Chased the slider out of the zone high. Bad swing, Filet. 2-1. Slider hangs top of the zone, and that's hit back up the middle. A hit for Filet. He's 2 for 3. 2 on, 2 down, and here comes Yoshida. Line 1 into right center last time up, but got robbed of a base hit by Turnip on the nice backhanded catch. Yoshida's also singled today. He's 1 for 2. Can he come through? Throne is tiring, but staying out there. No relief coming. About to approach the 30 pitch mark on the day. Change it up. Hits the high corner. 0-1. Change it down. Hard hit to the diving first baseman Fazeek, who knocks it down. Flip the Throne in time, and they get him as that ends the inning. Top 7. It's 1-0 still. Hamster, Horton, Turnip coming in, and Bergenberg is coming back out. He wants it. Here's Hamster, 0 for 2. Slider away on the first pitch. Outside to Physique. 1-0. Heater down and in. Hit hard to second. Right at Action, who backhands cleanly to first. 1 down. Next up, Horton. 1 for 2 day for the sophomore. Singled last at bat. Cutter up and away in the first pitch. Turned on and pulled deep to left center field. Filet Jones ranging back out of room, and he watches it land in the dog pound. Home run for Nicholas Horton as the sophomore hits his first career home run as he was homerless in his rookie season. Makes it 2-0 Wideloads, as that is 2 solo homers so far is the only damage so far for either team. But that lead looks insurmountable right now. Here's Taylor Turnip, 1 for 2 with a single infield last time up off the diving glove of Action. Bergenberg staying out there. Changed away, fouled off, 0-1. Amazingly does not go tense. Heater down and in, strike called, 0-2. Thank God for consistent. Slider up and in. Pulled foul by Turnip out of play. 0-2 remains the count. Cutter down in the way. Low, 1-2. Him down and in. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Change it down and away. Outside. 2-2. Great battle here between Turnip and Bergenberg. Pitch 80 coming from Werner. Slider up and away. Skied left of center. Rufo over. He's under it. Puts it away. 2 down. Base is empty for Stern, who's over 1 today. Grounded out the second, his first at bat. Or did he strike out? I forget. He struck out, that's right. Cutter up and in on the first pitch. Strike called high, 0-1. Forcing her away. Outside, 1-1. Change up and away. Outside and high, 2-1. Great take from Casper. Slide up and in. Popped him up. Action on it. Under it. Here in front of the bag at second. Puts it away. That ends the inning. But another home run for the Wideloads as Nicholas Horton, the sophomore, hits his first career home run. It is 2-0 Wideloads. Bottom 7. Crosby, Nutmeg, and Bergenberg coming up. Bergenberg done after 7 innings here. Great pitching, but no offense. Here's Beckham 0 for 2 today. Rookie catcher trying to get it started. Throne staying out there. Slider in there, down and away, 0-1. Slider down and in, pulled on the ground at first, right at Physique. Flipped to the pitcher, in time, 1 down. Nutmeg up next, 0 for 2 today. Throne just hit 30 pitches, but staying in. Heater well inside off the plate, 1-0. Heater down and away, that's a strike, 1-1. Change up middle in, ripped foul by Nutmeg, out of play, 1-2. Slider down, hit up the middle. Backhanded by Haudier. Throw to first, 2 down. Next up is Bergenberg, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Pinch hitting for him off the bench. Do we do Estrada now, Parks, or Rhodes? Down 2-1, so we need something more than that. I'm gonna go with you know what? We need a big hit here. Let's go with Grayson Parks, the rookie center fielder with that power. Hitless 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter this season. Trying to break through against Throne, who's thrown 3 scoreless innings in relief. Change up and in. That is a strike. 0-1. Good start. Heater up and in. Line by Parks to right center field, and that is down, and that is going to be his first career hit as he's rounding first, heading for second. Casper Stern gets it in, but that is a 2-out double for the pinch hitter. First extra base hit of the game for the Overdogs offense. Says, well, let's get that ball. That's his first career hit for the 34-year-old. Here's Rufo, 1 for 3 with a single and the RBI chances. Coming into relief. Molly Pops, Tier 1 clutch, Tier 3 surrounded, not active, 1 runner on. Thrown 3 scoreless innings plus 4 hits. Runner at second, his responsibility. But he is right now the pitcher of record. Tier 2 high pitch versus Tier 1 clutch. We'll see who comes out on top between Rufo and Pops. Heater up and in is a strike called on the 2-seamer, 0-1. Heater off the plate away, low, 1-1. Same spot I chased at 1-2, damn it. Heater down and then broken back grounder to Pops. Throw to first, ends the inning. Good job, Grayson. You did serviceably well for us, but we're not going to leave you in here. We're going to make the pitching change. We're going to go ahead and try to keep it a 1-run game as we're going to hand it off here, or a 2-run game here as we're going to hand it off to Steamboat Wissell. Top 8 is 2-0. Donga, Ketchum, and Physique coming up. Here's Donga, 1 for 3 with a single. Tier 1 off-speed hitter facing Steamboat with Tier 3 gets-ahead, Tier 3 elite 4-seamer. The big signing in the offseason. Wissell comes over from the Freebooters. One boy will love seeing him here, as obviously Freebooters are his favorite team. One of mine as well. Heater up and away. That is a strike at 105, 0-1. Double down on the way. That's chopped back to Wissell as Donga wasn't ready for it. Throw to first, 1 down. Next up, Ketchum, who's 0 for 3. Mind Gamer still active at Tier 3, but it does nothing against Tier 3 gets ahead on the first pitch. 2-seamer up and away. Check strike, 0-1. Heater up and in. Inside, 1-1. Curveball up and away. Popped her up, shallow right. Yoshida racing in. Gets under it for the second out. Next up is Physique, 1 for 3 with a solo homer. He did not get Tier 3 stimulated, so no worries about that treat for him. So far he has 1 of the 2 runs on the board for the Wideloads. First pitch curveball down. That's ripped foul, 0-1. 2-seamer away. Sky right center field. Rufo on the run. We'll call off Yoshida. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Wissell. No issues for him. Bottom 8, it's 2-0. Heart of the lineup up for the Dogs. It's Action Star and McFarland. Can we mount a rally? Elroy leading off 0 for 3 today is tense, but has first pitch slayer and fastball hitter both active to start against Pops, who has 2 fastballs. So we'll see what she decides to do against Elroy here. Hangs a curveball on the first pitch. It wasn't a fastball, but I'll take a hanger as that's a leadoff single. There you go, Elroy. Back to neutral mojo he goes, and here's Carlton. 0-2 first pitch Slayer active, and he's locked in 1 for 3 with a single. And a nice diving play in the field as well. Curveball up and away, high on the first one, 1-0. Heater up, high again, 2-0 count to Pops. Heater away, late swing by Star, 2-1. Checked away, 3-1, good hold, Carlton. Pick off, back safely as Elroy, 3-1. Heater middle of the plate, we miss it, 3-2. Damn it. Pick off, back safely as Carlton. Or not Carlton. No, Elroy. That's the second disengagement. Heater down and in, jammed in the hole to third. Picked by Hamster before it hits the dirt, and they double off Elroy at first. Third double play turned by the Wideloads defense today. It could not have come at a worse time for our offense. Now the base is empty with 2 down for the rookie McFarland, who's 1 for 3. Curveball in the outside corner, strike called, 0-1. That's just unlucky. That heater's high, 1-1 from Pops. Curveball away, that's a strike, 1-2. Heater down and in, broken bat, dribbler to second. Haudier fields cleanly, takes his time, and it's gonna end the inning. To the 9th, we're still down 2-0. Haudier, Pops, and Hamster coming up. There's Haudier, doubled last at bat, he's also walked. Tier 1 Powers righty, still active against Wassell. Four-seamer up and in. Strike at 104, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in. Check strike, it's quickly 0-2. Whoever activates at Tier 1 for Haudier. Four-seamer up and away. Hit to the left center gap. Well, Jones does not have the speed. He will chase after it. And it'll be cut off by Rufo as it's another double for Haudier. His second double of the game. He's 2 for 3. Leadoff man on for Pops with Tier 1 clutch. No pinch hitter coming. She's going to try and bunt him over. Heater in, bunt shown. Pulled back for a strike. 0-1. Heater up. Bunt shown. Popped up. Wassell dives. Can't catch it, but he'll make the play to first. 1 down. Going to third is Haudier, so we're moving the infield in. Got to keep it a 2-run game here. Here's Hamster 0 for 3. Yeah, infield in. Ball down on the first pitch. Hard hit in the hole, and it's past Carlton, who was drawn in. No chance to react on that one. It's a 1-out single, and Hamster puts the Wideloads up 3-0, a basically insurmountable lead this late in the game. Horton up next, 2 for 3, solo homer and a single. No stimulated for him either, as the infield moves to double play depth now. He's ripping away. That's a strike called, 0-1. Receiver down. Fouled off, 0-2. Down the way. Chased it. He gone. First punch out for Wassell. 2 down for Turnip. Rookie 1 for 3 with a single. Keeps him ripping away. That's a strike. 0-1. Down the way. That's a strike. 0-2. Heater in. He gone. Blew it by him. 104. Wassell puts him down. Second punch out for Wassell, but he gives up a 1-out single to Hamster, making it 3-0 Wideloads. Bottom 9, Jones, Yoshida, and Crosby coming up. We need another miracle. Can we do it again? Let's find out. Jones 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Leads us off here against Pops, who still has Tier 1 clutch. Or no, it's not active here because they went up by 3 runs, not 2. So we need to get on base to maybe activate that for her. Heater up. That's a strike. The letters 0-1, and that activates a little hack for Jones. Chased it inside. Popped the Hamster. 1 down. Yoshida up next, 1 for 3 with a single. He is tense. Two-seamer down in the way. Strike called, 0-1. Clutch activates. Heater up and in inside to Yoshida, 1-1. Curveball hangs, and Yoshida gets under it. Sky ball to right field. Easy handles for Stern. 2 down. We're down to our last out again. Rookie Beckham Crosby Lee is up next. He's 0 for 3. We'll let him bat. There's no point in taking him off at this moment. He's the better offensive catcher. Tier 1 clutch active for Pops here. Heater up and away. Skied by Crosby deep to left field, but he missed it. Horton is under it, and that ends the game. Wideloads shut us out here. 3-0 the final score. as our offense, despite out-hitting the Wideloads, could not get it done, as we out-hit them 10-8, but we hit into 3 double plays. One of them on a home run robbery, one of them on a ground out, and one of them on a line out to third. And for them, they had 2 solo homers and an RBI single, but that's enough to get it done today, as they proved 2-0, and we fall to 1-1. Our home runs for Physique and Norton, and Hamster gets an RBI single there in the 9th to put it out of reach. Shout out to Horton, that was his first career home run. For us, hitless today were Crosby and Nutmeg. Everyone else got at least 1 hit. We just couldn't do anything with runners on base. Again. Pitching lines, Jerry Capps, 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, and a line drive to the jaw for his troubles, but he gets a no decision as Chiron Throne bails him out. 3 scoreless innings, 4 hits, he gets the win, improving to 1-0. Molly Pops, 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, gets the save, her first of the year. Bergenberg, 7 quality innings, pitches really well, but gets no offensive support to speak of. He gives up 6 hits, a walk, 2 earned runs on 2 solo homers, and 4 strikeouts. He falls to 0-1, but he looked really good today, and he is very deserving of that number 2 spot in the rotation. I think we made the right call by sticking with him. Wissell, 2 innings out of the pen, giving up 1 earned run on 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Played a little small ball to get that run home, so if they hadn't got that bunt down and Wissell caught it, maybe we're looking at still only losing 2-0, but it is what it is. Still, great debut for him. Haughty 2 for 3 today. He had 2 doubles and a walk. He also scored a run for the Wideloads. Horton was the runner-up with the home run. And then Bergenberg with his 7 quality innings is the third-place finisher. But again, no run support for Werner. Shame, really. That was a winnable game, but we kept hitting into double plays at the worst possible times. Man, Taylor Turnip, he looks like a defensive fucking juggernaut out there in center field. My God. Damn. But Bergenberg looked really good. I'm happy with that. Not happy with our offense being failing to score a run on double-digit hits. That's kind of embarrassing. Smith or Heimlich? Ooh. Well, Smith hasn't pitched yet this year. Heimlich did pitch in Game 1. I don't think he gave up a run, if I remember correctly. How did he do this year? Horace, what'd you do in your first debut? He did give up a run. Okay, so not a great start to his season. They both cost about the same, but Heimlich is technically cheaper, so Horace will get this loyalty drop. And that's it. Okay, looking around the league, we got a couple things to report. Parks loses 7 contact. He's already down to a C+, the bench outfielder. Thankfully, power is his calling card, not contact, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'll start looking at backup outfield options just in case. Oak Neal to the Nemesis, replacing Flash Ladar. Okay, so Flash is out, and they get a younger infielder who only plays second. Dieguez loses 3 velocity randomly. That sucks. Christopher Ribeye is going to the Nemesis as well, as they cut outfielder Dale Nail, so they get 2 second basemen for costing them 1 and an outfielder. Interesting. Could Dale Nail find himself on the team, though, with Tier 3 Ace Exterminator? We'll see. Nothing else to report. Let's have a look at outfield options here in the free agent pool. All right, so we got Juanita Hernandez, who we know can play right and left, and she is disciplined, so that will help us out there, replacing, where is he? Grayson Parks, who is crafty, so it doesn't really matter if we cut him or not. We'll be losing a crafty trait, and we'll lose a crafty player, which doesn't affect chemistry at all. So no harm, no foul. We'll just need Hernandez to get under his price point, I believe. If she does, we'll sign her immediately. Poke Foster is already under the price point, and he would put Spirited 1 away from Tier 3, but that's not really necessary. He is a really good utility player, though, so he can play basically anywhere in the field with a minor fielding penalty. Not bad. What else we got? Ava Blanc, doesn't do anything for me. She can play all the outfield positions, but the negative traits at Tier 3 and Tier 2 don't help. Seymour gets Tier 3 bunter, Tier 2 base rounder. Already runs really well. He can only play right in the center. Dale Nail, Tier 3 ace exterminator. Would be just a bat off the bench, not playing defense at all, but we have Estrada. Rash, what do you do? 40. Grayson also can't really field that well. Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to having Dale Nail on the team. We'll just need his price to come down a lot. That's all. Play right and left. But he can't play center. That's right. Grayson is the only backup center fielder we have, so Dale's not really an option. Seymour's an option, I guess. Ava would be an option, but I don't like the traits. Fungo can play center and everywhere else. Till 3 Little Hack. Not bad, not bad. I don't mind. Don't think he'll ever get down that low, though. Damian Rush, okay. Tier 2 sprinter, Tier 2 magic hands. Center and left, okay. Doesn't... Estrada covers right. Don't think he'll get low enough. Neither will Curo, probably. Hieronymus already regressed. Tier 2 slowpoke. Not really. Can't really play defense that well, but he can play center, I guess. So that's possible, but he's not cheap enough. Guy Gold, no thank you. Can only play left field. Javier Cortez, we could bring back with Tier 1 Steeler. He's already below Grayson Park's price point too, so we can look into him. Ponderosa can only play left. Bergman can play the entire outfield. Tier 2 first pitch prayer, no thank you. Okay. Other than that, not seeing really a whole lot here to look at, so we'll continue to watch and wait and ponder. Alright, let's look at player development. What do we got? So, chance to get rid of Slowpoke for King is massive. I love that. Wissel, no thank you. Butterfingers on Nutmeg, that is new. I'm going to say no. The extra speed is nice, but is it worth getting Tier 2 Butterfingers at third base when her fielding is already at 55? Probably not. Tier 2 K Collector on Jacob. I'm willing to try this just to see if he gets it. Extra fielding for Rufo is nice, but his fielding's already great. Wild Thing on Roundhouse is a no. I know the extra speed would be nice for Base Rounder, but I don't want to get Butterfingers. I don't know. I'll come back to it. Galberto, you're up first. Tier 3, plus 3 arm to 51, bonus 5 arm. He doesn't get it. Trying to get rid of Slowpoke again. Doesn't work. That's alright. We're still trying, Alberto. We're still trying. Jacob, 1 junk, 39, bonus 5 junk. Not going to get it. Rolling for Tier 2 K Collector. We're going to get it. Let's go, Jacob. Attaboy. Put him at a C+. Yes! Let's go. Attaboy, Jacob. Attaboy. Alright. Do we go for it or not for Nutmeg? I did see a lot of comments. I did see a couple comments on the opening day video asking to get the speeds. So, you know what? Let's risk it and see what happens. If we get Tier 2 Butterfingers, well, we can always look to replace her. Plus 4 speed to 70, down to power to 41. She couldn't hit for power anyway, I don't care. Plus 4 bonus speed does not work. Does not get Butterfingers. Let's go. The risk was worth it. Jab, Kira. Atta girl. Alright, let's send up to the next one, folks. Grapplers shut out the Platypi. Freebooters lose to the Wild Pigs. Beavles crush the Heaters. Blowfish beat the Hot Corners. Moonstars lose to the Sawteeth. Her Grass Eaters shut out the Moose. Buzzards crush the Jacks. Wild Pigs beat the Blowfish. Hot Corners beat the Freebooters. Crocs win in extras over the Platypi 7-3, and the Beavles crush the Heaters 14-6. So we're 1-1, tied for third with the Jacks and Nemesis. Buzzards win their game today, so do the Crocs, Nemesis, and Jack. I don't think the Nemesis played, and the Jacks lost. Next up, we are taking on the Nemesis. Is this a doubleheader? Let me check real quick. Yes, it is. The next episode is a doubleheader against the Nemesis. First game, we'll see Tarak Smith take on veteran Tusker Fuss, former Grass Eaters pitcher. Fuss will come in with Tier 2 Meltdown, Tier 3 Elite Four-Seamer for Smith. And the second game, we'll see Mario Klein, the rookie, make his debut against veteran Fran Japani, the former B-Wolves starter. Not bad. All right, so tune in next time for a long episode, folks, as we set the lineup here for Game 1. We'll go through it next time out. That is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Big loss today for the Dogs as we do out-hit the Wideloads 10-8, but they got the runs on the board. We did not, as we lose 3-0 on the backs of 2 solo homers for the Wideloads offense from sophomore Nicholas Horton, first of his career, and the other home run went to Pete Physique, the veteran first baseman. They also got a late run on a single by Henry Hamster, as we did nothing offensively and hit into 3 untimely double plays. Tune in next time as well. Oh, of course, we wasted a great start from Werner Virginberg again. Tune in next time to see how we do in the doubleheader against the Nemesis. First time we'll be seeing a division rival here in Year 4. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support. As always, if you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link the Twitch down in the description below if you want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. That is at PracNasty over here on Twitch as well for those curious. Shoutouts to One Boy and Cabber for both turning in and chatting with me throughout the stream. Everyone else, I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.